Hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for yet another FIFA 17 experiment video. Today we're carrying on with a similar theme at the moment. We've had some very similar themed videos going on, and this was certainly one that appeared in the comment section quite a few times in the last FIFA 17 experiment. Today we are going to be doing a league of teams that finished as runner-ups in their respective leagues. So we've gone all the way through the world's leagues on this game and we've picked out 24 of the teams that finished in second position in the Premier Division of their country. So there's no second division teams involved in this experiment, only the top tier teams are involved. So from some of the main leagues and from some of the lesser leagues as well. There's a massive variety of countries on show in this experiment. But if you do go on to enjoy it, then make sure to slap a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for similar content like this, and I'm now going to guide you through the teams that are involved in this experiment. As always, we're going to run down things for this runner-up tournament in alphabetical order using the table because things obviously haven't started yet, and as per usual we'll sim halfway to the end of the season. We'll sim to the halfway point of the season is what I'm trying to say, and we'll see what the table is looking like, and then we'll sim right to the end of the season, take a look at the final results, and also look at some of the player stats as well. But for now, here's a guide to the teams involved. There's a massive variety of countries and ability levels on show, I think it's fair to say, in this experiment. First of all, we've got AIK, who finished second in the Swedish league. We've got Aberdeen, who was second, in the Scottish Premiership, and Ajax, who finished just behind Feyenoord in the Eredivisie. After that, we've got Al Ahly from Saudi Arabia, as well as Club America from Mexico, BSC Young Boys of Switzerland, and Başak Şehir of Turkey. We've got Brøndby, the Danish side that Daniel Agger used to play for, CSKA Moscow from Russia, who were second in the Russian division last season, Club Brugge from Belgium, Cork City of Ireland, FC Barcelona obviously were second behind Real Madrid in La Liga, and then we've got FC Porto, who were second in the Portuguese league. Austria Vienna, unsurprisingly from Austria, are also in this experiment, as well as Junior from Colombia, Legia Warsaw from Poland, Melbourne Victory of Australia, PAOK Salonika, or PAOK Salonika from Greece, Paris Saint-Germain of France, RB Leipzig of Germany, Roma from Italy, SK Brann of Norway, and we've got San Lorenzo from Argentina, and finally Tottenham Hotspur, who accumulated a massive amount of points this season but still finished second in the English Premier League behind champions Chelsea. Now, a few things quickly before we start this. I realise a few of the leagues aren't present. That's either because they were just pretty small leagues, or I didn't actually understand their tournament system. There's quite a few leagues, I think Mexico is one, where I did work that out in the end, but some of the leagues have very complicated, for an English person who's just used to a straight league system, some of the actual league systems are very complex. So if I've made any mistakes when it comes to that, then do let me know in the comments section, because I do understand that I may have made one or two. And the second thing as well, a few of the teams aren't second in their division this year, but their league is still sort of ongoing. Their league for this season hasn't finished, so I've gone back a season. So for example, Cork City, the Irish league for 2017 is still ongoing, so I've reversed back to 2016, and Cork City came second in that Irish league season, so they're the team that is used as the runner-up from Ireland, if that makes any sense. So if the season is still ongoing for that league at the moment, I've gone back a year. But anyway, we're now going to sim to the halfway stage of the season and see what is going on. Obviously, you guys will know that the favourites really here are the likes of Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Roma, Tottenham Hotspur as well. Let's sim those to the halfway stage of the season. So we've arrived at the end of the first half of the season, and I mean, one thing is unsurprising, but multiple other things are very surprising. First of all, Barcelona are top. That is to be expected. They're realistically like the best team on the game, I think, and they obviously came second in La Liga behind Real Madrid. It was understandable that they were at least going to be definitely in the top two, realistically, but most likely win things, and that's how it's going at the moment. 16 wins for them, 53 points accumulated. However, the massive surprise at this point is the team in second. Now, I've always heard them referred to as PAOK. I don't know why, PAOK Salonika. I'm going to say PAOK for now. I don't actually know, to be quite honest with you, but they're second. I think their team's 3.5 star on this game, and they're beating Paris Saint-Germain in the league table at the moment, who have a 5-star team. So they're working miracles at the moment. They're only 6 points off the top, only 6 points away from Barcelona. They should be mid-table, so to be second at the moment is mental. A bit less surprising is Roma third, Paris fourth, We've got Porto as well in 5th, beating Tottenham Hotspur, which is interesting. Although Tottenham aren't a 5-star team, though they probably will be on the next FIFA, so that might be the reason why they're underachieving slightly. We've got Ajax there in 7th as well from Holland, CSKA Moscow, unsurprisingly in that sort of 8th area, ahead of Al Ahly from Saudi Arabia, the best non-European side, I think, realistically, in this tournament so far. RB Leipzig, again, another team that's very underrated on this game, so that's why they're not doing too great, but they're 10th at the moment. And a Club Bruges, BSC Young Boys, Legia Warsaw, Başakşehir from Turkey, and Junior. Not looking too good for Aberdeen from the Scottish Premier League. They've only accumulated 25 points, but they're in 18th position, so sort of mid-table. Melbourne Victory from Australia are probably underachieving. Their team should be mid-table. I think their team's 3 stars on this game, so they certainly should be beating quite a few of the Scandinavian sides, especially, and a few of the sort of South American teams too. But unsurprisingly, down at the bottom is the Irish team, Cork City. Anyway, now we are going to sim to the end of this season, the end of runner-up ting. I haven't actually mentioned that that's what it's called. We've had promotion ting, we've had relegation ting, and now we've got runner-up ting. It seemed to make sense, to be honest with you, at the time. It's time to see the final results then. Let's see what's going down. Well, I'm afraid to say, in the end, the league did look a little bit more predictable than it was at the halfway stage. Barcelona did hold on to the lead and do win runner-up ting, which I suppose is pretty understandable, a 5-star team in this tournament, although Paris are a 5-star team as well, so I guess it's unsurprising that they came second in the end, although only 3 points behind Barcelona. They were lagging quite a long way behind, at least 6 points off Barcelona at the halfway stage, so they did manage to claw some of that back after 46 games. They finish on 98, Barcelona on 101, the only team to break into the 3-digit barrier. Roma of Italy came third, so Serie A is the third best league as far as this experiment is concerned when it comes to runner-ups. I don't mean just generally speaking. Tottenham Hotspur, they're finishing in 4th as well, decent points haul for them, but I think that's the same points haul they got in the Premier League. Regardless of that, Ajax from Holland came 5th place out of CSKA Moscow from Russia and FC Porto of Portugal. PAOK, or PAOK, did a really good job in the first half of the season, but unsurprisingly did slip down quite a lot, although 75 points for them is a pretty decent haul, and Club Bruges from Belgium doing a really good job to get into the top 10 as well. Başakşehir from Istanbul, and more importantly Turkey as far as this experiment is concerned, finished the final team in the top 10. Club America is in 11th from Mexico. They're not really South America, but they were the best team of the Americas generally speaking, so they've done a good job there. And a BSC Young Boys, RB Leipzig way down in 13th representing Germany, so we've got Al Ahly, then San Lorenzo, Junior, Legia Warsaw, FK Austria, Brøndby from Denmark, Aberdeen of Scotland, SK Brann of Norway, AIK of Sweden, and the Melbourne Victory still ended up finishing 23rd from Australia. They really should have at least been, well, I don't know, 17th maybe. They certainly should have beaten the Polish sort of and Scandinavian teams, and Cork City propping up the table with a pretty shocking goal difference of -74 and 105 goals conceded. Jeez Louise. So it's Barcelona who came out on top in the runner-up ting, but let's take a look now at the player stats, and it's not actually a Barcelona player on top of the top scorers list. It is actually Edin Dzeko, the Bosnian from Roma, who accumulated a very impressive 28 goals across the season. Lionel Messi, unsurprisingly, featuring the top 3, along with Luis Suarez. They grabbed 24 and 20 goals respectively. We've got Di Maria from PSG, he grabbed 20, then Izquierdo from Club Bruges with 19, El Shaarawy for Roma as well, getting 18, so Roma must have scored quite a few goals. We also got Neymar, unsurprisingly, there in the top 10, and then the rest of the top 15 is Soleimani, Harry Kane, Amin Younes, Yusuf Poulsen, and Vitinho, and you can see the rest of the players there as well. We've got Dele Alli featuring the top 25, Timo Werner, Heung-min Son, Javier Pastore. Assists wise, and it's Medipol, Başakşehir, midfielder I'm going to assume, Vishka, he might be an attacker, I don't actually know, but he's top. He's got 10 assists in total from Belushi of San Lorenzo. Lionel Messi, unsurprisingly, very high up on both of the lists. He got 9 assists along with Lamela, Luis Suarez. I was about to say Dennis Suarez. And why was when I saw Suarez, my first thought was Dennis rather than Louis. Anyway, we've got Kaiser and Izquierdo as well, getting 9 assists apiece. De Rossi, El Shaarawy, and Neymar round out the top 10. Thurn and Maguire from Cork City. We've got an Irish representative in the top 25. On top of that, Edin Dzeko is also present after his 28 goals, and we've also got Victor Wanyama and Heung-min Son from Tottenham Hotspur. Taking a look though now at clean sheets, and it's Andre Onana from Ajax who is the top of that one, so fair play to the Cameroonian goalkeeper. He accumulated 15 clean sheets across the season, ahead of Kevin Trapp, the German playing for PSG, and Marchesin from Club America. Butel as well from Club Bruges with 13, along with Alisson. We've got Akinfeyev, Ter Stegen, Peter Golashi, Ivan Mvogo, and another Suarez. Barcelona clearly have 3 Suarezes. Obviously, any Liverpool fans may remember Peter Golashi. He used to play for us as a youth player, but then got sold to RB Leipzig, and he's now their goalkeeper, and hence came second in the Bundesliga. And anyone who's watched my whole City career mode will know that the man in 9th there, Ivan Mvogo, is an utter legend, but obviously he's playing for BSC Young Boys in this experiment. Just quickly then, before we end things up, here is the team of the competition. We've got Andre Onana in goal, unsurprisingly, he got the Golden Glove for Ajax. Dali Sinkgraven is at right back with Javier Mascherano, Thiago Silva, and Sergi Roberto. We've then got Neymar, Vizca, Nacho from CSKA Moscow, and Lionel Messi in midfield, and then Edin Dzeko and Luis Suarez up front. That is one hell of a team. Some very good players, and some very good young players actually in there, the likes of Onana and Sinkgraven. I'm not entirely sure why it says Luis Suarez is from World 11 rather than Barcelona. I imagine he does play in the World 11, but the World 11 aren't involved in this experiment, so why he's there, I don't know. And Edin Dzeko was the player of the tournament in runner-up Ting, and that in fact draws to a close runner-up Ting as a general. FC Barcelona have won it, unsurprisingly, from Paris Saint-Germain. There was some decent cameo performances as well there from some of the other sort of lesser or smaller teams involved, namely the Greek runners-up PAOK Salonika. They did a very good job. I think the second half of that name is Salonika. I don't know. That's all I've heard them mentioned as in commentary before, because I don't really know the Greek league very well. But regardless of that, that is basically the end. And FC Barcelona, unsurprisingly, coming out on top. If you have enjoyed that experiment though, then make sure to slap a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also leave your comments in the comment section if you enjoyed it that much, and also suggest any experiments that you want to see in future, either running along the lines of the experiments I've been doing recently, or just any other experiment you want to see. Generally speaking, I am open, all ears. You can also now follow me on Twitter. My handle is on the screen. It is @theofficialfng, and links to it are present in the description for you to click on and go and follow me over there, because I'm planning to do a giveaway very soon, and you guys can be involved. So just a quick heads up on that one if you made it this far into the video. But it has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Come to the vape looking like gold medalist with Kurt Angle boots on. And I don't wear the boot on, but they got normal shoes on. Get a like, yo, with the shoe from. Get them to the young Uncle Jar. I ain't got a flex on no one. I'm the original Don. Come to the vape looking like gold medalist with Kurt Angle boots on. And I don't wear the